Peace and love. How you all doing? I'm doing fantastic right here. The morning sun is shining on me. I feel great, especially this flower right here. I'm so in tune within myself. I feel everything, and I exchange the beauty with the flowers, communicate. So I got a question by saying, Tisha, what? Tisha, I'm dying so much. Why are you dying? Why are you crying? Tell me. Cause I lost my mama, I lost my father, I lost my sister, they all die. We never gonna see each other again. Well, I also do that. So now I want to break it down to you what makes me more happier in life. Look, my father died when I was at age 9. He transformed. So from that time, when you were a kid, you don't care when somebody transforms you. You are playful. But as I grow up on this stage, I still get tears for my father, and I sing a song to him like, Father, I wish you were here. I want to hug you so tight. I miss you. My father, he transformed for a long time ago, and still I cry for him. I didn't cry when I was a kid, but I cry for him now. I grown up now, I understand. So now I just want to break it down to you all. Okay, Spiritual Maria in the house. Ooh. So let me just break it down to you. What brings me to life again is to understand. So now that I understand that, well, in life, the wind brings you everything, and the same wind can take everything from you. Again, nothing really belongs to me, nothing belongs to you. We are the traveler on this journey, In this journey, we are the travelers, we are just passing by. So whatever is given to me is not belong to me. Not my mother, not my father, not my lover, not my friends, not my house, not my money, not even the nature itself. So I have to accept the truth. I have to accept the truth and live in the moment by realizing, well, nothing belongs to me. Everything is temporary. Nothing is really permanent. Nothing is permanent. And when I was a kid, this truth hit me. I started to cry because I don't want to leave my mother. I want to be always around my mother. I want my mother to be with me for the rest of my life. But I know that it will come a day where I have to lose her. She will be gone, and I have to experience it. Even you, each of us, me, all the people on earth have to go through the same thing. That's why I say we're in this journey together, experiencing the same thing but in different way. But it's loss of thyromas that is inside most of the people who losing friends and family members, and you are still crying. You are still like, oh, I'm so sad. It's because of I don't have my friend beside me, they died. But what now? First of all, you have to understand what is death. Death is something not what you've been taught when you were a kid. I am sharing my thoughts right here. Everybody got different thoughts, different perception on life. But as a spiritual warrior, I can share with you my mindset, how I do. I travel so many countries, and I have so many practices, meditation practices, because I see myself that any suffering can be cured, like you can be liberated from your suffering. So once I grew up, I started to really suffer from my father's death. I miss him, I cry every day. So it took me to a very lower state where I am I'm depression. So what I did, I'm just sharing my experience. What I did, I went to a temple and I've been silenced for 10 days and eat food only one time in a day. I woke up like 3 o'clock with the monks at night, and I started to meditate for 10 hours every single day. The only thing I did was meditating. Okay, so now it made me realize, I come to that state where it made me really realize that nothing matters because I just have to accept the things that I cannot change or control. My father died, but my mother told me, well, once people die, you never meet them again. Well, you meet them in heaven. She also told me that. But she didn't tell me one thing, is that just by being in this earth room, you can still communicate with the soul. You can still communicate whoever transformed. Nothing dies. The energy never dies. The energy can only be transformed, and realize this: the whole universe is energy. The whole universe is energy. That means that you see lots of dead trees around me, but they didn't die. They transformed into something else. New energies took new shape and form. So that means that you can still communicate with the spirit, and you can still bring back into life again. That means that your parents who left, your mother, your father, your brother, your friends, you can still communicate. So through meditation, I was actually communicating with the soul of my father. And once I looked into myself on the mirror, my father is me. He's alive in me. My father is right here. So I started to smile. I started to dance, because it's all about change your belief system. What you've been taught since you've been kid, that no, once you die, you die. You cannot communicate. No, life itself is so spiritual. You have so many practices to communicate with anybody that you want who died. But the human emotions are still here. You cry. Well, allow yourself to cry, because you cannot have them physically all the time. But you can communicate with the spirit, the energy from within, just by focusing on it energetically through meditation practices. But you can also bring them into life in physical form. Same physical form again in astral room. Astral room, what does that mean? Astral room means that once you have outer body experience, you travel to other dimension. Not only that, you can take easily any shape and form, and you can be anywhere. So on that room, once you lucid dream and astral travel, you can meet your loved ones. You can meet exactly in the same physical form. You can meet them. You can meet them, because the life itself is infinite. There is nothing to be really sad about. So once I started to communicate with the spirit and the soul, my father, I bring him into life again within me. But if you cry, if you are sad, if you are like, oh, died, oh my God, I'm going to die, and you are afraid of death, you're going to suffer for the rest of your life. You will not really feel joy and happiness in your heart if you don't change your belief system and really see the truth in it. And if I cannot make you believe what I am saying. You have to experience it by yourself. And what I am saying, only highly spiritual being knows it, what I am saying right here. Exactly what I am saying, only highly spiritual beings know what I am trying to say. So if you don't experience it by yourself, how are you gonna know? So you have to really let go of believing that, oh, all the people die, or we're going to die again, because most of the religion actually want us to fear the death. Fear the death. But once you fear the death, your life become miserable, fearful, suffering. No, you cannot. I can. When I am done in this room, I will transform happily with the smile on my face, because I don't fear death. I don't fear death. We already died too many times on this room. I don't fear death. We transforming all the time. Maybe the only time that death going to appear when I am done in this room and I'm gonna change my shape and form. That means that this body going to look, the machine, the fruits, by time they get rooted, but the trees bring even another flower, new fruits again, right? So the fruit needs to be rooted and transformed and get into new energy again, So this is same with our body. Our body, we have to change our body. After some time, this machine, this body have to be changed. But that doesn't mean I die. I never come back to life again. The soul creates the body. The soul is always alive. The soul is infinite being. Soul never die. But the body needs to be changed after some time. Like you have to change your phone. You have to change your things that you change when they get old. Our body also will get old one time. But in order to not to suffer physically, we have to eat healthier diet and not consume things that brings us lots of suffering, because we didn't come here to suffer. We came here to learn and grow and experience, collect the wisdom, Suffering is something that people taught you, you have to be stuck on your human emotions. But I am not my human emotions. I am not my human emotions. I am not my body. I am the soul within the body. I am the light. I am energy. In this third dimension, you may not see these things. You need lots of practices in order to tap into higher dimension and see things. Why do you think people, they be tripping? They be tripping on flower and trees from Amazon, like ayahuasca, activating their cells and DNA, fasting, living on just air, prana. Why do you think they're doing it? There is purpose behind all these highly spiritual beings' movements. Why am I sitting my ass exactly here middle of nature, where there is no houses, no artificial lights, like closer to the sea, in the wild jungle, living in my tent? Why am I doing that? There is purpose behind that too. There is purpose behind it too. For me, my temple is my heart. You cannot put me in a cage and say, hey, you're gonna worship that statue and sit and do stuff. No, this is not for me. For me, my kingdom, my temple is my heart. My heart is green, and green represents the nature. Heart chakra is green. So that's why accept the things that you cannot change, accept the things that you cannot control, and realize that now is the time for you to change. Now is the time for you to shift your energy into the blissful, peaceful state where you realize that nothing really matters. All these human emotions really don't matter. If someone transforms, be happy. Be happy that they're down on this earth room. Be happy and pray. Send them blessing, because you are always interconnected with the spirits who died. You're always interconnected. That's why most of the highly spiritual beings, they're connecting with the spirits from higher dimension. They're connecting with the people who already transformed from planet Earth, so-called died, but they really didn't die. They exist within you. Once you come on higher spiritual practices like meditation, you will, oh my God, you will be able to see them. You will be able to talk to them. You will be able to be with them, spend time with them. Because look, you're already spending time with your loved ones on higher dimensions. Maybe they're away from this planet, this dimension, but this is those souls always living. You are experiencing life with them in other dimension. In order to have access to other dimension, there is practices, or you can just take a trip through DMT. DMT exists in ayahuasca. DMT exists in ayahuasca. There are magical shrooms. There is seeds out there. There is so many ways to have access to it faster. But I don't choose the fast way. Why? Because the fast way always bring back to you here, and then you are like, what's happened, But the best way is the natural way. The best way is the natural way. And the natural way for me is through meditation. Meditation. I can meditate for 4, 5, 6 hours straight. Straight every single day for a couple of months. Straight. Why? Because it takes me to that state. It activates me, my higher consciousness, and it gets easy for me to tap into and communicate with my father. He transformed. My grandma, she transformed. I communicate with them. Let me tell you from my experience. Share this video. I was meditating for 4 hours every single day for 3 weeks. 4 hours, okay? The only thing I did, meditating, straight, focusing only on one object. So after 1.5 weeks, I experienced. Why did I experience? I call on the soul of my grandma. I call on the soul of my father. So the soul came and took over my body, the spirit, the body here. So they were moving inside my body energetically, and I was hearing their voice. They're always with me. Whenever I call them as a very conscious being right here, I'm so aware of it, the awareness. You are also aware of it, but the thing is that you are so busy in your mind, you are not moving from your heart. You are not being fully aware of everything that is happening. So this is what I experienced through my meditation. And not only that, through lucid dreaming, you can meet them into physical form. The energy, the soul can come and take over your body at any time when you allow them. So there is nothing to be sad about. There is nothing to be sad about. Still in this journey, you can communicate with them. Nothing, nobody die. Nobody die. We transform into new physical form again. Some people, they come back to Earth room, some they don't once they finish their mission on Earth. There is too many planets out there. The whole Milky Galaxy is you. The whole Milky Galaxy is you. It's us. It's one portal. Trillions of stars. And that's you. How can it die? The shooting star, you see? When you see the shooting star, you think that the star died? No. So allow yourself to go through all the practices. If you are missing your parents, if you are sad, allow yourself, sit in a quiet moment, reconnect back to nature, start to meditate, start to drink lots of pure spring water, connect yourself to the earth, the ground, the light, the fresh air, and start to meditate, spend more time alone, go for a healthier diet, cleanse the energy, cleanse the blockages by eating lots of fruits and veggies, raw food, or vegan, go vegan, no animals. Otherwise these things can distract you. In order to enlighten yourself into your superpowers that you have to do a lot, my friends. You have to do a lot, and this is what I am doing all day, every day. But sometimes I also have to balance myself, not all the time I'm on my perfect state. Like I can eat fruits for two weeks, and then after I may break my fast by eating rice, you see. And then once my body told me, okay, now is the time to change shape and form, boom, I do it. I'm in a place where I'm having access to spring water. So this is what I'm doing. I'm living in tune with my nature, the nature. My temple is this. For me, my temple is my heart. I tell you that. And this is what I am doing, living my life. And I'm very highly spiritual being because I am the last zodiac sign. So I don't mind to meditate for 5-6 hours every single day in order to be in line with that level of consciousness, okay? So go for it, give yourself a try. If you miss my video, rewatch it. Know that you are loved. Know that you are always guided and protected by your ancestor and the angels. Angels exist. And even you may not see all these energies that is around you in this third dimension with these two eyes. These two eyes is worthless when it comes to this one eye. Activate it. Keep it clean. from all this toxics that is around. Got me? So hey, share this video, much love and respect, and thank you for questioning. Question me, I'm here to answer to your any questions. Okay, I don't say I know everything, but the Ralph Smart says the new enlightenment is knowing how much you don't know. So hey, love and respect to you all. Thank you for watching, and if you wanna come to me, well, the closest airport is to Mary Jane, I love you, and the closest airport is actually Goa. So I will write to you on the messenger, and much love and respect. Thank you for sharing, caring. Do not cry, baby, just smile into this bliss. I'm here in South Goa and enjoying my morning sun. It's so hot, it's so warm. I'm so in tune, with the